how do we handle customer provided garments? All right, great question, Joseph. There's a couple ways we can do it, depending on, I guess, what your workflow typically looks like. The simplest way to do it is if you're creating a quote or an order here in Business Hub, as you're creating that quote, you have the ability to add what's called a freeform product. So let me just add a system product here, a catalog product, 8000B, and then let's say customers bring in some additional shirts, right? So I might do add freeform product. The freeform product is essentially a series of text fields where I can input my own information, whatever that may be. So I could just type in, customer provided shirts. I can mention what color they are, so they're, bring in some white shirts. And I could go ahead and, specify what sizes or put everything into one size if it doesn't really matter. So they're bringing in 25 shirts, and I'll just put those under medium. You can specify what's going on the shirts. So we'll see a logo on left chest. One thing you do lose by making use of the freeform functionality is because this freeform doesn't have an image associated with it, we're not going to be able to pull that up into the design tool like we can with this catalog product. So we can't generate a visual mockup. The workaround for that would be to take advantage of the file attachment functionality. So you could attach a file to that freeform line item to either maybe associate the artwork or a mockup that you created outside of the system. So that's option one of how to handle customer provided garment. Option two is a little bit more in depth, so it takes longer to set up, but I think overall has probably a longer term benefit. And that would be to come into your admin section, go into the products, and create a custom product for that purpose of using when a customer brings in a shirt. Right, so if we look here on the top right, we have the Add Product button. So we'll choose Add Product, Add Custom Product, and the system will walk us through that process. So for a customer provided shirt, we can go ahead and quickly do that now. Just call it CP product code. Number of colors, it's a one color item, so it's just a simple one color shirt. We'll hit save. Again, the systems want to walk us through this process. The first step being to go ahead and provide the product image. And because this is customer provided, right, it's going to vary each time. So it's a perfect example of when you can take advantage of the DecoNetwork provided templates. So we'll choose option one there, hit next, and we're going to see some generic apparel items here. So we'll just go through and find something that we want to use as our generic customer provided shirt. All right, so let's take a look here. So I'm just looking for like a basic shirt here. And there are some filters here at the top, so we could actually filter which view we want, front, back, left, or right. So maybe I'll filter just to the front views right now. And this looks like kind of generic one, so we'll go ahead and pick that one. Doesn't matter what product it's listed under, it's just you're using it for the image of the shirt. And then the first color I'll add is white. Okay, we'll call that our front view. And we can go ahead and assign a print location to it. So I'm going to add my full body front area. So I'll check the body decoration area, and I'll place that just like that. Okay, so I've added a front view. I could also add a back view. So I'll go back into add a new view under views and decoration areas. This time I'll choose back as the view type. And I'll choose an image that kind of matches what we did with that the front view. So I think this kind of matches it. We'll call that back. And for this, we'll add our back decoration area. Cool. So we've got the views set up. Now we need to bring in some colors, right? So customers are going to be bringing in lots of different colors. So I would recommend add a nice selection of typical colors that customers bring in, so a red, a green. Again, obviously it won't be exact every time because it's customer provided, but you just want to give yourself a nice selection of colors to pick from for this customer provided garment that you're creating. All right, so we'll call that good for now, and we'll set this olive color as our default color. Cool. As far as pricing, most of the time I see if it's customer provided, there's no charge associated with that, so the price of this product can stay at 0. The last thing you would want to do is go into availability and set this product to be Business Hub only, right? You don't want this product showing up on your website and people, selecting it and ordering from it. So most likely you want to set that to Business Hub only and go ahead and save that new product. Let's make sure to set it active. All right, here we go. So that's all done. If we refresh Business Hub, we can go ahead and use that product and see what it's going to look like while we're creating that new order. So I'll go in, say add new order. Again, select my customer, add new product. This time, rather than doing the freeform, I'm going to go ahead and look for my customer provided. It's now showing up there as a catalog item. I've got all the different colors that I added, so those are available to select from. All the default sizes are there. And this time I can go ahead and create a visual mockup, right? So it's going to be useful, again, to give your consumer an idea of what the final product will look like. Again, it won't be exact, and that's just the fact that, they've brought in that customer-provided garment. I would say one last option, other than those two that we looked at, Joseph, if the customer's bringing in shirts like a known style, let's say, they're bringing in a box of Gildan 2000s, you could also just use the Gildan 2000 product in your system. So select that Gildan 2000 and then override the price on it to 0. So if it's a known style, you could make use of that existing item. That's the last alternative I would mention.